So we've been reading from Something You Forgot Along the Way, and today we are on number 25, Reading in the Dark. Corinne's love of books. Corinne, 1693 to 1741, was a highly learned and gifted Shin Buddhist priest. When he was 17, he served as a temple acolyte. One evening the temple night watchman was making his rounds when he was startled to come across someone sitting in the darkness behind the lecture hall, reading avidly. "Who's there?" he called out. "It's me, Horin," came the answer. "How can you read in the dark?" The youth looked up at his questioner, and when he looked back down at the page, found he could no longer make out the words. Until that moment, he had been so absorbed that he was able to read in the dark. Another time, a friend invited him to join in a group going swimming. Without getting up, Horin said, "Wait a minute, I want to finish reading this." The friend waited and waited, but Horin showed no sign of stopping. "Come on," his friend said finally. "Go on ahead of me," said Horin. "I'll be along. This is so interesting, I can't put it down." "Well, wear this hat when you come," said his friend, and stuck it on his head sideways. Evening came, but Horin never showed up. When the others came trooping back, they found him still sitting with the hat on sideways, immersed in his book. The water wheel keeps going, no time to freeze. Okay, very good. I love this poem at the end, the haiku, very much. Yeah, many people who struggle with being stagnant, they don't feel they make a progress. I feel this poem, when they hear about the water wheel, it keeps going and going and going. There's no time to freeze. No matter how cold the weather gets or how bad the atmosphere is. So if it's going and going and going, it doesn't have time to freeze. So there's no stagnation. There is no feeling of lethargy or uh, just maybe despair or hopelessness. And yeah, so we need to find something that we can be very our ikigai, something we can love and be absorbed in. So with for this young man, um, yeah, reading books was his ikigai and passion in life, and he would get absorbed to the point that his friends, when they came, he wouldn't get carried away by his desire for swimming or R&R or even relaxation. So the joy he found by reading, it was much greater than the joy he got from swimming or hanging out with friends. Maybe with friends, friends sometimes they gossip or say bad things about others. It kind of reduces the joy you can have. So maybe Horin knew that. So he was absorbed in reading. And because he was a Shin Buddhist priest, it's possible the book he was reading was about Shin Buddhism, which is absolute happiness or twofold revelation. In spite of all the sufferings we have and all the impermanence, all these negative things become the source of positivity and joyfulness and gratitude. So, and being a young man, he was just getting into it. He hadn't internalized it all. So he was just very thirsty for that knowledge. And that's the power of focusing or concentration. We have to find something that we really love, that speaks to our soul, that satisfies our soul. Japanese call it ikigai. something that makes you get up every morning and be happy that you are here. Yeah, so this each story emphasizes a separate point. Yeah, he kind of didn't follow his words. He didn't stay true to his words. Maybe breaking the second parameter. So yeah, that's not a good karma. He will get the unwholesome results accordingly. But I think the story is telling us the power of finding your ikigai, something you can be truly enthusiastic about. And he didn't even move the hat on his head. That's how, I mean, nothing bothers him. You know, the hat is put on his head sideways. It doesn't bother him because he's so absorbed. Maybe also the story tells us when we find our ikigai, or what makes us feel alive every day, the hardships of life, something that is misaligned, it doesn't distract us anymore because that energy of love and enthusiasm and to benefit myself and benefiting other people is so vast, something to live for something greater than ourselves. This is so vast and it pulls us towards infinity. So good job everyone for being here. It's Monday. We're gonna have our Right View Lab at 8 p.m. Hope you all had a good Mother's Day and have a wonderful start of your week. Bye.
Thank you,
Thank
Buddha.
you. Thank you, Gary and everyone. Bye bye.